Welcome to the Silent Heart, a space where the feelings we keep buried finally find room to breathe. Today, I'm going to share a story I kept locked inside for far too long, a truth I avoided, ignored, and tried to hide from even myself. It's a story about the weight of silence and the freedom that comes with finally speaking your heart. But the thing about truth is this: no matter how deeply you bury it, it always finds a way back to the surface. And mine did, on a day I will never forget. For years, I walked through life with a quiet heaviness in my chest. On the outside, everything looked fine. I had a job, friends, a routine, all the things that were supposed to add up to a happy life. I was like a gardener who kept pulling out any plant that didn't look perfect, leaving the soil barren. Deep down, though, I knew I was carrying something heavy, a cocktail of fear, unspoken regret, and the kind of sadness you just don't talk about out loud at a dinner party. It was a silent ache that followed me everywhere, a shadow I couldn't shake no matter how fast I ran. Who does, right? Life is demanding. There are bills to pay, deadlines to meet, people to please. My emotional baggage felt like an old, dusty suitcase in the attic. I knew it was there, but it seemed easier to just leave it collecting dust than to drag it downstairs and unpack its contents. So I pushed it away, day after day, year after year. I hid my truth because I believed silence was safer than confronting what hurt. I thought that if I didn't acknowledge the pain, it couldn't touch me. But I was wrong. Silence doesn't make pain disappear. It gives it a place to grow in the dark. Everything changed on a quiet Tuesday afternoon. It was a completely ordinary day. I was walking down the street, probably thinking about my to-do list, when I caught my reflection in a large storefront window. I stopped. I didn't see the person I was trying to project to the world, someone strong, capable, put together. Instead, I saw someone who looked incredibly tired. Not just physically tired, but soul-tired. I saw eyes that had lost their spark, a smile that didn't quite reach them. I saw someone who had forgotten how to genuinely feel, someone who didn't recognize their own heart anymore. It was like looking at a stranger wearing my face. That moment hit me with the force of a tidal wave. It was the first time I truly realized that the truth wasn't my enemy. My silence was. The heavy burden I was carrying wasn't the pain itself, but the immense energy it took to constantly suppress it. All those years of pretending, of pushing feelings down, hadn't protected me. They had disconnected me from myself. The silence I thought was my shield was actually my cage. That day I went home and I finally sat down with myself. No phone, no TV, no distractions, no more excuses. It was just me and the silence. But this time, I wasn't running from it. I was ready to listen. I faced the emotions I had run from for so long, the disappointments I never fully accepted, the old wounds I had bandaged up without ever cleaning, and the dreams I had quietly abandoned out of fear of failure. It was painful, yes. There's no sugarcoating that. Memories surfaced, tears fell, and there were moments I wanted to get up and run right back to my old distractions. I let myself cry for the person I was and the person I wanted to be.